that orders of judgment against criminals are signed only by the courts and by the portfolio of the interior, but pardons and paroles are signed by the Emperor? It may not sound ethical to you, but that's the way the Emperor has to operate. He takes credit for all the nice things he does and lets others take the blame for anything that's distasteful. You could blat it around all over 50 star systems that the Emperor was a louse, and all you'd get is a poke in the eye for your troubles. It's not easy for him, and don't ever kid yourself that it is. He's going out there now to tell the Empire that your father and his government have resigned. He has to try to make his best friend and most loyal subject look a little less black than he has been painted, and all the time it was the Emperor who wielded the paint gun. Do you think that's fun?" "No," said John softly. "No, I guess not." He paused. "Wouldn't it have been easier to take the evidence away from me, though?" "No, that would have left you furious. No amount of talking would have convinced you. As it was, you convinced yourself that there is no way to attack the Emperor directly. He's safe right where he is." John shook his head slowly. "It all seems so tangled. It still seems as though the whole deception is, well, wrong somehow." "If you look at it in a certain way," said Lord Senesin, "I suppose it does seem wrong. But it's necessary. Absolutely necessary." "Maybe," said John, still unconvinced. "It certainly does look as though His Majesty has himself in an almost impregnable position. It's a wonder he needs agents like you." Colonel Lord Barrick Sorban smiled a little. The boy would see the thing straight eventually. He had what it took, even if it didn't show much at this stage. Actually, he was more than halfway convinced now, but wouldn't admit it to himself yet. At least he'd been able to put a finger on one thing. Aloud, the colonel said, "You're not altogether wrong there, son. When you come right down to it, I'm the unnecessary man." End of The Unnecessary Man by Randall Garrett. Recording by Nick Number.